this is Philip from Black Gold Archery Sights. Today I'm going to show you guys how to adjust your ascent sight. First thing I want to do is go over some of the parts of the sight with you guys. We have the base, first axis piece, back rail assembly, front rail assembly, the windage post, and the sight head. Alright, a couple more parts of the sight to take note of. You have a lockdown lever so you can lock your sight down if you choose. Your movement knob, which spins your sight up and down to adjust for yardage. And two tensioning screws on the front of the sight. These come adjusted from the factory. They don't need to be messed with. Alright, the first thing you guys want to do is bolt your sight to a sight jig. Don't worry if you don't have a sight jig. We'll show you a couple other methods to getting your sight adjusted properly. Alright, the first adjustment we need to make on the ascent sight is to make sure that our back rail is level. First thing you want to do, make sure your jig is level, obviously, and then go ahead and take off your head. This kind of helps with the whole process. Now these two screws on the back will loosen, and that will allow you to tip your back rail from side to side. Go ahead and take your indicator pin out. What this will do is ensure you get an accurate reading from your level. Okay, go ahead and loosen both of the screws on your first axis piece, then adjust your back rail until your bubble is level. Now that you have it level, just make sure when you're tightening it down to check to make sure that your back rail stays level. After that, go ahead and reinstall your indicator pin. Then, reinstall the sight head. Alright, now that you have your first axis adjusted, go ahead and install the sight on the bow. The reason the first axis adjustment is so important is when you actually start to move the sight. Because if that doesn't travel on a perfectly vertical line, you're going to start hitting either to the right or to the left out of distance. Alright, now that you have the assembly on, go ahead and rotate it all the way to the top and sight your bow in as normal. Once you have all your pins sighted in, go ahead and make a mark where your indicator pin is. What this is going to be is your zero stop or your home position. So after you move your sight to make a longer distance shot, you can always bring it back to where you started. Next thing you want to do, once you have all your pins sighted in, you have your zero stop located, then you're going to go out and you're going to actually sight in your bottom pin as further distance pins. Let's say you have a 5-pin sight, you're going to start at 60, next distance would be 70, 80, 90, so on. 3-pin sight, 40, 50, 60, and so on. To do that, all you got to do is move your housing until your pin is lined up on that, and then just go ahead and make a mark wherever your indicator pin is. Our other option is to use a computer program like Archer's Advantage. Once you have all your information entered into the computer, it will just print you off the sight tape to put in the same location as your sticker sight tape that comes with your sight. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to level your sight if you don't have a jig. We're using a bow vise here, and first thing you want to do is make sure your bow is level. Best way to do this is to go across the limb pockets with a long level. Okay, now once you have your bow level, go ahead, remove your head like you did before, remove your indicator pin, loosen the screws on your first axis, and use your torpedo level to get your first axis level. Tighten it down, put the sight back together. Alright, go ahead, reinstall your sight head. Now this isn't nearly as accurate as a sight vise, so what you're going to want to do is throughout the whole process, check and double check and make sure that not only your bow stayed level, but that your sight's still level. The last poor man's trick is to find a level wall or level door jamb. Go ahead and throw your bow up there across the limb pockets. This will ensure that your bow's level. Now, this may be a two-man job, so get a buddy. Loosen your first axis screws. Make sure that your level's level. Tighten your screws back down. Reassemble your sight. And sight in as normal. For any additional questions on the Ascent sight or any of the Black Gold sights that we carry, call us at 1-800-336-0853 or drop us an email at info@blackgoldsights.com. To check out more of our sights, visit our website at blackgoldsights.com, or to become a fan, find us at facebook.com.